Hello, it's Terry again from Northern Simplicities. Today we're going to do the tutorial for the Spread Your Wings locking envelope folio. It's my newest design. I did start it intending on doing it for a Valentine gift giving envelope, but then I got sidetracked and found this design and really wanted to go with it. So what you'll find within the kit is there's going to be two envelopes. You'll have a classic envelope, and then you're going to have the sliding lock envelope. I've included both, just the sliding lock might not be for everybody. And you're going to have one set of a little mini pocket folio, but I've printed it twice because there's two different ways we can use this. Now, both prints I printed double-sided on the backing paper. And I did that as well with the envelopes. I printed them double-sided on the backing paper just so we didn't have the white face. You're also going to have a page of some labels. And we've got some tags just for some embellishments, some blank tags that you can add your own thought to. There's one here, the Spread Your Wings label. And then we have some fussy cuts. And we also have some sentimental labels. They're meant to add a thoughtful message rather than a specific occasion. So just something a little different than everything else that's out there. Now, for this tutorial, I've just printed it all on regular copy paper. I do recommend maybe more of a durable cardstock for your envelope and your little mini pocket folio and your fussy cuts if you choose. It's your preference what you would like to use. So let's start first with the standard regular envelope. Like all my envelopes, they fold and I have tabs on them. So we're just going to go, you can score with your scoring board or however you want to make your folds. I always kind of go through and do it first. I like using a ruler and this little Cricut tool, especially if I'm just using a copy paper. I'll use the scoreboard if I have more of a thicker paper that I'm working with. You're just going to fold your tabs back, fold him over, and just kind of line it up. I'm a sucker for round corners. I don't know. It's one of those things that you'll find I do always prefer doing the rounded corners, which it makes it difficult because your tabs don't go all the way around the corner, but you can just add a little dab of glue in the corners if you want them secure. Any glue works, whatever your preference is. I like to use something that will allow me to move things around before it sets. So I just add a little glue there. And we were just going to glue him over. I got both pups up here with me today. They've been doing really well with their adjustment. We left them alone today. I had a dentist appointment earlier for 30 minutes. Their first, well, we've done it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes before, but this was their first long one. Our newest pup, she likes to get into things. We thought it was food, but today it was a box of vacuum parts. It was a little interesting. So here's our little classic envelope. You can do this as the front or the back, and then this as your front or your back. So we're just going to move that to the side. Now we're going to work on the sliding lock envelope. It folds and goes together the same way. But before we glue it, we're going to add in our sliding lock. And then today after the hour, I came home and the one pup's got a little cut on the side of his mouth. So I don't know, our original corgi, the oldest one, he's the one with the cut. So we're not quite sure what happened or if they got into a scuff or he was trying to tell her not to get into the box of vacuum parts. We're not sure, but they seem to be a little closer anyway. So we'll see how it goes from here. Thankfully, there's no stitches required or a vet appointment. But my apologies if we hear them barking. As always, they're vocal, and Smalls has taught the new one, Maple, on how to use her voice. So she barks just like he does. It's their breed. But when you get the cuddles from a corgi and the look, the lovable look from a corgi, it just melts your heart. Okay, so I have him all folded. And I'm not going to do anything from here just yet. We're going to take our sliding lock tab, and we're just going to fold on each of these lines. I'm going to just pick them up so you can see them. So each of these lines here, we're going to fold. Just crease it so we can fold it later, not earlier. Trying to do this before the boys come back from fishing because I don't have a quiet house when they're back. So if I'm trying to do a tutorial, I always try to time it when I'm home. The hubby doesn't like it when I kick him out of the house, but our house is a loft. So, and my office is upstairs in the loft. So you hear everything, including his iPad. So with this, what we're going to do is we're going to fold B over on A. And then you fold C back like that. Okay, so we're going to fold B over, hoping you can see what I'm doing. And then C is going to go, I got both C's here. C is going to go back. So your finished one, it's going to look kind of like this. Okay. Now, this is totally optional. You can glue the tabs B down to A. I like to do that. I just find it's easier once it's in the envelope, a little more secure and doesn't quite get caught with the folio that we're going to put in there. So you're just going to glue back B. We're not touching C, just the B. Okay. So from here, we're just going to put the C's facing each other. And we're going to put those C's, the stand-up parts, through this hole here. So they're just going to be like this. Okay? And we're just going to leave it like that. Now we're going to fold those C's down. I just want to make sure. And we have this cute little butterfly here. We're going to fold in half. And it doesn't stay folded. We just want it to kind of have that look. And it helps to grab it to slide it up and down. And we're just going to put a dab of glue on each of these C's. And we're going to glue, centering her on here, like that. Make sure it doesn't glue onto the bottom. She's just going to sit like that. And then you'll see she slides up and down. Okay, now we're going to come over here. Move that up a bit. And we're going to glue our tabs to the envelope. The boys just caught a 28-inch walleye. Can't see the picture because I'm videotaping, but we live on a very high traffic fish lake. And what I mean by that is there's lots of fish. Now we're gonna glue him just like we did our classic envelope, just the tabs down. Just move him down, nice and on. And we're gonna close the flap, and then you'll see here, we now have it as a locking envelope. One thing I noticed is that my butterfly, I'm going to switch him, I think, to the other side. So this is just, before I listed, I haven't listed the item yet, so I think I'm just going to switch those butterflies to the other side. I think it just might give it a little something. So then you'd have 3. So I'm just going to move these aside. So I have 2 of the mini pocket folios, so you can do these in 2 ways. We can create it so it's just a greeting card folio with your front, your 2 inside pages, and your back. And by doing that, we're just going to fold it in half. And then we're going to glue it. There we go. Now I can get some glue out. Forgot my glasses. I was just talking to my daughter. She calls on her way home from work. I live about 2,200 kilometers from my children. They still live in southern Ontario, so my phone calls with them are precious. And I was telling her the excitement about my YouTube channel that I have. Over 20 subscribers I'm pretty happy with, and lots of views. So she was super happy for me. Okay, so now that we've glued this, we've just got 2 halves. So you're just gonna fold it whichever way you would like to have as your front and your front and your back. I'm just going to fold it this way and use this little butterfly here as my front. So that's just my front there. So now we have just a little greeting card, little pocket folio. So I'm just going to put him aside for now. And then for this one here, we're not going to glue it. So we're going to create him as like a little mini folio. This one's going to have 8 pages and instead of 4. So we're going to do the same. We're going to kind of fold him this way, but instead of gluing him together, we're just going to create them like a little book. So here you've got your front page and then a couple of little pages here. And then you can also go that way. So you can choose whichever option, or you can do both for that. And then you can just print, if you want to do both, just print an extra set of your pockets and add them to both of them and do one with your classic envelope and one with your sliding lock. I only printed 1 set of envelopes, but I got a double of this one just because my Cricut decided that the blade needed to get cleaned, and I only had 1 salvageable pocket from that. So your kit does just come with the 4 pockets and a label, an extra label. So you can do these however you would like. So first let's just fold back our tabs. Might just speed up the video on this part. Okay, so we have everything all here. I'm just going to work with the 4 pockets, and I'm going to use the greeting card folio. You can set these pockets up however you would like. There's no rhyme or reason. Whatever suits your fancy. Now, it is designed to hold a gift card as snug as it's going to be. So I'm just going to put this one here as close to the bottom as I can and as close to the right side. Here like that. And you'll see here a gift card just kind of sits in there nicely and it folds over. All right. I'm going to put this one, doing that. I think I'm going to put the big one here. Oh, big gob of glue there. Oh. Just going to go like that. And the same thing, we're going to put him way here to the bottom. And kind of center him. Now a gift card also goes in this one. It's a way snugger fit. When I designed it, it wasn't quite so snug, but your printer, my printer anyway, shrinks things up. So yeah, he goes in there. He's just a little snugger. Is that a word? Snugger? Okay. Now we have 2 extra pockets here. One could go on top here if you would like to have a second one to be able to stick in a little tag. I think I'm going to do that with one of them. You don't have to use all of the pockets if you don't want to. Again, it's your personal choice. You're making this to give to somebody or to keep, whatever your preference. Okay, so we have those 2 there. We could put him there. He looks kind of cute there. I think I'm going to put him on the back. I'm just going to sneak him in right here. Okay. So we have some fussy cuts and the quotes here. He's kind of big. Kind of just quickly whipped up a couple of cute little setups here that I want to kind of use. I think I kind of like him, but then I am covering that flower, so maybe I'll just kind of, we'll just kind of add him here like this. That's kind of cute. You've got the labels too if you want to put them on labels. Whatever suits your fancy. I'm just going to kind of stick him here like this. Stick him out a bit. I always second guess my placement of my camera. And if I even turn it on. I'm one of those people who's always going Mach 10. Non-stop, trying to do everything and keep everybody happy. Okay, so here we go. And you can just stick your little gift card here or your little card. We have some tags you can put in. Stick him back here. Don't know why he's not sticking. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to use the sliding lock. And I'm going to use this as the front. I might, would he fit here? I don't want another butterfly, so let's kind of stick him here maybe. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, so let's do that. I'm not going to glue the top of the flowers down. I kind of want them to be a little flexible here, so we're just going to glue the bottom half of them down. Stick him in kind of right there. Like that. Oh yeah, that's kind of cute. Okay. And then we're just going to add him kind of in right here. We'll stick him in here. Now, with the sliding log, keep in mind you have this to move, right? Not sure why that happened, or why he's not gluing down. So you need to leave room. Now, there is some instructions in there on how you can kind of cover him up, but just keep in mind when you're sliding him back and forth. So we have everything in there. We're just going to close them. And voila. And if you want, you can put something. And here we go. You can just put little labels on the back. And voila. Our spread your wings locking envelope folio is complete. My dog's on cue to end the video. As always, I'm happy to hear your comments on improvements of what you'd like. If there's a design or a type of product that you would like, definitely leave it in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas. I thrive off making new ideas, as I've mentioned before. So thank you again for giving me your time to watch my tutorial. And if you've purchased this or any one of my products, I want you to know I truly appreciate your support in my little crafting venture. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.